Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Anime Talk for the third week. Or so and
Izzy, and I.
shit. I said we are so. I was supposed to say Izzy. You're
It's
supposed to
okay. Still run with it. It was still smooth. I did a good job.
I
I don't
wasn't-
even.
I
I didn't even know
wasn't
we were
thinking
starting
right.
right now. I thought we
Oh.
were testing.
I wasn't thinking right. I was not thinking right. Honestly,
No, it's fine.
no, because I'm like fixing this stupid
get-
audio. Because every goddamn week there's an echo, and I don't know where the echo is coming from.
Echo.
But yeah, I hope you guys are not mad about that echo. But yeah, welcome back.
Guys, come on now. You shouldn't be expecting us to be professionals. Come on.
Yeah, this is a third week hot streak. We're gonna
Yeah.
break it soon. I don't know.
Yeah, just wait for it.
We should have some kind of goal, like where, like
we should do 4 podcasts a month. So
No.
one podcast each week.
no. I'm saying like we should have what's it called? I swear to God,
I hate my
I
life.
hate my life. Someone's interrupting us one more time. Give me a second. Wait, now it's going. Okay, yeah. So
We just started.
you understand our pain? This happened last week too, huh?
Feel my pain, feel my wrath.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the shit we go through. What were we talking about?
I don't know. We were talking about how professional we are.
Yeah, professional. Yeah, this
Yeah.
example right there.
Big studio where we have no interruptions. Nothing is wrong, ever wrong. Right, guys? This is why we're
Oh
always
no,
consistent.
I was saying we should have a goal, and you were saying something else. But I was talking about like not a goal, but like a punishment. You give punishment.
That's two different things. Come
so,
on.
so if we don't upload another like if we don't keep the hot streak going and we end the hot streak in 1 week, we gotta pay everyone $100.
We don't even have a dollar. I don't even have 50 cents, bro.
Well, actually, that's a good segue to something because I watched a new anime this week and I finished it in one night. It was
what was it?
called King's Game.
that
and-
sounds familiar.
Yeah,
It
and
sounds cool, actually.
okay, so the idea it's like a future diary kind of thing. Future diary.
I think I've heard of it or
Mhm.
I've seen a clip of it.
Yeah,
Is it new?
it's not new. It's from I think 2017, and it's called like so it's like a future diary kind of thing if you're into that, or it's like it's gory anime. It's kind of violent, and so like you gotta be prepared for something like that, and
I'm not
it's
sensitive to gore. I can watch anything.
right. So it's like whoever was gonna watch it, and I liked the show. It's like a dark anime too kind of thing. That's like the point of the
I have
story.
to implement more horror and scary anime in my life. I only watched like a couple. Like Tokyo Ghoul wasn't scary.
No, you watched
Attack on Titan
another.
isn't scary. I watched another, but that was
Shiki.
a long time ago. And then I
Shiki.
also watched Shiki, and
I
I watched
I showed you
that
this.
one other.
The 4 episode OVA I showed you, the one with there was these kids. It was like called Bloody Massacre or some shit like that, and it was it was not
Yeah,
4 kids.
that
It was like
was-
10 kids in the
That was
classroom.
weird. And there, yeah. Oh, I watched more like psychological, like.
There isn't. I like honestly. I can't think of a. I mean, those are technically horror if you think about it. Like Shiki had some scary animation.
Weird.
Every time I think of
That's-
Shiki,
Yeah, it was scary. Because it was
Um,
like so. It was creepy.
it was
in a way.
creepy. And Shiki. The thing is about Shiki, though. Every time I think about it, the one scene I remember is the scene where I believe it was like episode like 20. It was like almost done or something, and I think the city was going chaos or something. And in the bathtub. There was this woman, and I think it was a mom of someone, and she had like her kid with her in the bathtub, and she had like her skeleton kid.
Right.
Like, I don't know how he died or she or whatever, but like the way they animated it was so creepy. Like it looked horrifying. There is this other one I was thinking about. It's called Uzumaki.
Oh yeah, that one's coming out.
No, I think it's been out.
Oh,
I don't know.
It came out this year. I know that.
And I think it was coming up on Adult Swim. That I wanted to see
Yeah,
that.
everybody was talking about it when they released that, like the teaser or whatever of it,
Mm-hmm.
and it looked interesting. I was like, "Is this Naruto related?"
You need to
No, it's
understand
not.
though.
It's
You
not.
need you need to understand though with these like okay, I've seen a lot of these kind of animes. They are very okay. Like you gotta when we're talking about scary, we're not talking about like Chucky or like that kind of like or Jason or or
Like the
Freddy
typical,
Krueger,
like-
those kind of horror or like Saw. It's like more like because remember it's animation.
Yeah.
So animation is creepy, and if they really put their effort into it, a lot of animation is creepy. There was this one I like I told you I watched this one. It was on TikTok. Remember I told you and we were talking about it. This creepy anime that was from like 1970 or 80.
I
And it was
watched
about this girl who like joins the circus kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's the one I told you
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Yeah. That was creepy.
That one was.
The way they animated it and the way they started it, like I watched it. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I forgot the name.
It's supposed. Oh yeah, it was funny because it was trending on TikTok where everybody's like, "Do not watch this anime." It was even banned in Japan.
Yeah.
So people are like, "Don't watch it because it's too messed up and it's too like creepy." And then people went and people went to watch it. Of course,
it's messed up from the animation a little bit. It's telling a story about a young girl who's like 13, 12, or which is scary too because she's young. She's not like hitting puberty or anything anytime soon. She was like very young and was going through like this scary story where she has like her life was basically shit and she had nowhere to go and it had a lot. It was disgusting in a way because there was like some scenes like where because she's young and they
terrible traumatic scenes,
right. And the thing is like when listen, a lot of people always say like with this the redo of the healer and all these animes when they do these disgusting weird scenes and stuff and then they say they should be banned. I don't think you should ban them unless they like because usually with these they tell a story and there's a reason why they have a story. The reason why I say don't ban them because if you ban something more people are gonna actually go watch it than they would watch it before. You get what I'm saying? Have you heard of this song? Yeah,
because people don't like being told what to do.
Exactly. No one likes the idea of something being illegal in that kind of sense. And another thing is with these are shows, you know. So like if you're gonna say shit about anime like this, you gotta put in perspective a lot of like TV shows. They do stuff like this. It's just no one gets flack for it because it's not like no one does it in today's age. But like they used to do shit like that. There was legitimate scenes where people like let's say like something I guess sexual, you know what I'm saying, and it's something like sexual assault, where they would do it on set. And then it would show in the show, like in movie or show. There's like somewhere like there was a legitimate scene where it's something that's like scary, and they actually do. I'm not trying to say the word because like I said it last week, but I just don't want to. Okay, it's like rape, you know, like
trigger warning.
Yeah, trigger warning, I guess. But like when they do actual like rape scenes in shows, like you need to put in perspective. Some of them actually were real, and that's the scary thing. With animation, it's animation. No one is getting hurt. Except for your eyes.
Yeah, and your mind.
And your mind, you know? And the thing is, it's telling a story, which I'm saying, like, I'm not saying not to do them, because they do tell a story when they murder something, because, like, if you need to understand, like, that's a thing. But to ban it is going to make it worse. Banning things sometimes make things worse. You know, more people will want to go see it. More people
are going to be inclined to do what they're not supposed to do.
I think that anime that I talked about, the one with the girl and she's in circus or whatever, she joins the circus. I think that was banned in some places, wasn't it?
Yeah, I told you it was banned in Japan.
Yeah, so like what happened? It was trending on TikTok, and everyone went to go watch it. Legitimate people, you know. By the way, guys, you know where I watched this movie? I watched it on YouTube. That's. The full thing was on YouTube. I don't get YouTube sometimes. I do not understand them. They're such full of shit. Like how YouTube
they play some like restrictions on you and you can't
listen. You want to hear something funny? Okay, there's this video by Nerd City. He's like a YouTuber, and there's words you can't say on YouTube, obviously, and you get demonetized, and they won't show your videos and stuff like that. And one of the things people know, like if you say the bad word, like F word, the S word, B word, whatever it is, you're gonna get demonetized. If you say, you know, like we just said the R word, you know, anything like that, they would instantly demonetize you. And then people are like, oh, what, you want the money? It's not the money. It's they don't push your video out. If you're demonetized, they don't push your video out because they don't see the worth the time. They say they do, but they don't. They do not push your video out. Now, the funny thing is about these words, it's like, first of all, how the hell are they detecting it so quick and then they demonetize you? That's one thing. Second of all, you know lesbian and gay is on that list?
Isn't that so stupid?
How can YouTube support the gay community, the LGBTQ community.
But you can't even
You
say.
can't, cause think about it. It's not even like, oh, let's say if I said it as an insult, like to someone, or like I said it
Yeah.
in a slur, offensive
Yeah.
way. I get that. All right.
But you can't like if someone was trying to like literally.
Oh, come out, like
Come out on
and they
YouTube.
have to say gay or lesbian when
They're gonna get demonetized.
they're gonna,
How does that make
which
sense?
is ridiculous. I don't know. I don't remember. Don't quote me on this. But like I think in Nerd CD I think black was on that list too.
Black,
But I don't know.
like the color.
Black, yeah, like as a like so
Black?
like let's say if you call yourself like a black person, I think
That's
I don't
What?
but I don't know because I remember that list was long. That list was ridiculously
I don't
long.
think so.
Because I remember there was some weird.
Because literally on YouTube right now it's Black History Month, and they have the theme. YouTube's theme is Black History Month. So how are you gonna demonetize? I don't think. No, I don't. Maybe you got confused.
They
That is
demonetize you if you
stupid.
say the big sick of 2020.
Yeah, that is.
So I would not be surprised if that was on their list. And then the thing is about YouTube, maybe they don't have control of their goddamn algorithm when it detects stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like an AI that knows what they're doing.
AI.
It's like, no, I think this is
And
wrong.
AI's messing with us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. But yeah, what other anime did we watch this week?
We didn't watch anime. We just watched like an episode of Attack on Titan. I watched Black Clover.
So gets me so mad. Like we have 2 episodes of Attack on Titan to watch,
It's
and
okay.
she does it in a way where it's like because we have a little brother, he wants to watch it too.
He doesn't deserve
And
to watch it,
I asked her,
bro.
"You want to watch Attack on Titan?" But she does it out of despite, not because she knows the little
No.
brother wants to watch it and he doesn't deserve to.
He doesn't deserve it, bro.
So she like saying no
I'm
because we
giv-
all watch
I'm
it together. We
disciplining
can't
him.
watch it on ourselves because this is a big anime. So like, and it's a weekly episode, so it's not like we have to binge it or anything.
You think I'm not struggling here? You think I don't want to watch it? No, I want to watch it, but because he's been bad in school, we have to discipline him some way. So no, he can't watch it.
That sucks because that's another problem with me is like I need to I want to watch anime. Oh, I've been
I watched
shipping
Black
it.
Clover.
Oh,
I
haven't.
didn't catch up though. I watched like 5 episodes, and I
Right.
have like 10 more.
Oh damn!
So
You
you
gotta
have,
let
like,
me know
20.
which episode that I have to catch up from so I can just binge
Yeah,
it one
you.
night.
I think I won't say the episode, but you are in a
I
specific
remember.
arc.
All I remember was the filler episode with.
Oh yeah.
That's all I remember. The filler episode where they had to
With that girl.
that bird thing. Yeah,
Yes.
that's all I remember. And I remember I didn't want to watch it because it was filler.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Yeah. So
Just skip it.
yeah, probably will. But yeah, that's what I remember.
Watch
for-
Shippuden though.
Shippuden is God. I love that show,
Man,
but
I
it's
was-
slow.
I want to watch it.
I love Naruto. Have I said that before on the show? I've said it
haven't
multiple
mentioned
times.
Naruto
But
here
like
before.
I love Naruto so much, but man, it does
It
drag.
drags,
It's
yeah.
and it's not,
But I feel like Naruto the original dragged more.
and it's still my favorite. It's still my favorite. I love the arcs. I love the characters. I loved everything about it. But Shippuden I love it too. But the thing is, like everything drags, and then like you gotta put in perspective. They probably were trying not to catch up to the manga. So like they didn't want to like ruin their shows or anything like that. So that's what sucks about Naruto really. And I love the story. I love the characters and everything, and the fight scenes. Oh my god, the fight scenes are cool. But other than that, they do have some techniques where they slow down the show, and it's so annoying, so annoying. And yeah, that's the only shows we've been watching, huh? King's Game was good too. I like King's Game. I watched another episode of Redo of the Healer. Don't want to talk about it though, cause Redo of the Healer is like okay. It was like okay show, but man, it's like a hentai, man.
Guys, it's inappropriate.
It's at this point. It's like okay, if you guys are into that, yeah, go for it. But like I'm not.
No, it's bad.
It's just like every
No, I
episode.
didn't. I'm your mom.
It's literally honestly like it's more of an hentai than anime, and I don't know why it's classified as an anime. So I'm still gonna watch it. Maybe I can
Is
guys.
it hentai anime?
Hentai is literally just porn. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anime is not. It's like
But it's a category.
it's its own category because it's literally just porn. But I don't know. It's like okay, no. Okay, listen. I can see why also it's categorized as anime because it's not every single minute they're having sex. It's more scenes, but it's like still, it's like
Why are you there? Leave. I'm trying to watch.
it's a weird show. Like, yeah, if you're gonna watch it, do not watch this on your TV, and then your mom and daddy come in and they see
Don't
you
watch
watch it.
it. Don't watch it. It's bad for you.
It's not good for you. Yeah, it's not something like if you like stuff like that, I guess too, because it does. Story's okay. It's not like the best story. It's a revenge story. Maybe I'll get into it more, but it's okay. Look, listen. The only thing I'll give it to it has some brutal scenes where it's like, holy shit, did he really just do that kind of thing? So it's not.
He
them.
stepped on his toe.
Yeah, stuff like that.
No, let go. Watch out.
Right. But let's talk about something that we never gave our opinion on. Funimation and Crunchyroll.
Ooh.
Yeah, Funimation.
Funimation in trouble for the 100th time this week.
I don't like Funimation that much,
Yeah,
man.
I don't.
And this is
Funimation sometimes is irritating because I was trying to watch like Black Clover on my phone, but then it wouldn't show like all the episodes. I was confused why.
You know what's another annoying thing about Funimation? They don't have profiles. You know what I'm talking about? Like Netflix.
Profiles?
Netflix has profiles.
they don't.
Hulu has profiles. HBO Max has profiles. Why doesn't it Funimation have profiles? I don't. YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
You know, YouTube has its own profiles technically. So.
Oh yeah.
So why and what I'm talking about is like, it's annoying when someone's watching on your show and then they skip.
Yeah, that gets annoying.
Yeah. Like how do they not have that yet? Like they're bought from Sony and they don't have stuff like that. And then now we're talking about right now the news. They bought Crunchyroll. Like, okay, are they going to have profiles now? Can they have profiles, please?
Does Crunchyroll have profiles?
I don't know. I don't use Crunchyroll that much because it's all subbed. So I would like if I needed to, like Gintama wise, like if I'm gonna watch Gintama or something. But yeah, they I don't know if they have profiles, but
They should update that. They should really do
they should.
maybe they will.
And I think they've said it before they were gonna add it, but they never added it.
So
Ridiculous.
maybe they're still like working on it.
No, they said that like 3 years ago.
Bruh. I said, yeah, everybody, it's coming. Just wait.
Just wait.
10 years later.
But that's my issue with Funimation though. Like they bought Crunchyroll. The idea of them buying all the anime studios or streaming services, I don't like that. I do not.
Guess how much they bought them for? I have the number in my head.
Say it.
$1. $1.2 billion.
My God.
I wish I had that money.
And it's weird, you know.
So that I could buy all the animes in the world too. I would do that if I had that money. I would buy all the animes, except they're doing it in like
the thing
a
is
sneaky way.
The thing is about So is she's an actual fan. So when you have a fan actually like is in charge of your anime, it's better than
It's
company
gonna be the
that
best
sells your
goddamn
soul.
anime ever.
Yeah, because they're only thinking about money. And I honestly, Funimation, the voice actors, the people who are in charge at that point, I don't trust them. I cannot trust them. I feel like they're gonna mess with shit, and the amount of power they have, and their own Crunchyroll next. I don't know. I have no idea. Like think about it, like Redo of the Healer. Guess what? You're not gonna find that shit on Funimation ever. No. I don't even think Crunchyroll would even what's it called, release that. I think High Dive or something. It's called. H Anime or something is the only one that I think releases it, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what happens if they buy them too? You know, like I don't like that idea where they're just gonna buy all these streaming services.
So that they can control.
They can control it, and it's for them it's all about money, you know. And I don't like that, you know. We're gonna and they're gonna change scenes that they think is not appropriate, and I don't like that either because it's like, why mess with the material if it was popular from the beginning, and the author, he's the one who made it and he put it in there for a reason. Why are you gonna change it?
Why?
You know? So this is just
for what?
This is just me putting my conspiracy hat. You know, I just don't trust Funimation at all to have that kind of control. You know, how much did they really buy it for? It was like
1.2 billion.
1.2 billion. That's a lot of money, and for them to buy it, you would think they would want all that control. And for me to think about,
This isn't defamation Funimation, so don't try coming at us. This is our opinion, strictly opinions.
Yeah, and the thing is about Funimation, the streaming sucks. Like, it doesn't. Like, I've had problems where I want to watch an anime and it just like breaks, like the whole freaking app.
No, you can't. You can't watch anime today. Go do your work.
Yeah, that's literally what it does, and I don't like that. You know.
Don't tell me what to do.
Right, and then the thing is, like, Netflix, they need to step up their anime, and they're behind.
I feel like they've gotten better though.
They got better, but then they started putting these weird CGI anime. It's like,
oh yeah,
stop. I mean, I guess if there's a fans for it, but like,
Hulu has more animes though.
It does actually.
Hulu has like good animes. They have Gintama and Naruto.
The last time I had Hulu, like before I canceled it, like around this time, the last time I had it, I remember that some of the anime they had on Hulu was on like on Funimation. Like they both technically had the same amount of anime. That's the same stuff. Thing is about Funimation is they're obviously gonna have the newer stuff, and they probably have licensing to the dub.
For sure.
Right. I don't think you're gonna see Attack on Titan dub on like on weekly episode kind of thing. Like they're not gonna see that. You're not gonna. The only thing is too. I remember if you guys have VPN, you can go on your Netflix and you can change your country, and you can watch Netflix on those country services and see what they have. If you go to Japan, they have all the anime.
Yeah, but most of them are not dubbed.
There's no dub on it, and they're not subbed. They're all just pure Japanese, which is crazy that they have that kind of like selection. Like they have.
Well, yeah, it's their.
I know. But like that's what I'm saying. Netflix has that licensing. Yeah. Like they have My Hero Academia. They have Attack on Titan. They have everything that you can think of. That's like big anime. Yeah, I think they do got JoJo.
Yeah,
they
got all
the
seasons.
I was gonna bring up before. You think because I don't know if anyone knows, there's something called Anime Lab. Anime Lab is an Australian anime streaming.
Australian one.
Yeah, so you need NordVPN to use it. Like I like how we were trying to break the system by like going outside of American streaming services. Because we use Anime Lab for like 2 years.
To all cultures, everybody.
Right. The thing is about Anime Lab, I think it's by Funimation because it has that Funimation vibe a little bit, but I don't know.
It's like I noticed.
It looks. Too. I don't know if they do. I don't know.
Because they're kind of like bluish.
Yeah.
The color scheme is kind of similar.
You know what? Anime Lab though, what they got? They had JoJo. They don't. Funimation that got JoJo. They had JoJo on there, and
JoJo, which is weird. Why don't they have JoJo?
Yeah, I don't know.
What company?
You know what? JoJo is owned by Viz Media, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Wow, Viz Media, good job.
And Naruto's on Viz Media because you think
JoJo.
about it, Naruto is not really on Funimation. Like they just recently put it on. Yeah. But I think.
Wait, Naruto's on Funimation now. I forgot.
The original. And I don't know if that's on the US version yet. US version, but I'm not 100% sure if JoJo is owned by Viz Media, but I think I've seen it. Let me see. So yeah, JoJo is owned by Viz Media. There's a lot of shows Viz Media owns. They don't have a streaming service. They just license it, I think. So I don't know anything about that. But anyway, going back to it, yeah, Funimation bad. Don't buy no more streaming.
Why bad? Why not good?
Yeah, why not good? Fix yourself.
Fix now.
Clean yourself.
Fix or angry now.
I don't like them. I do not like them. I hope this. Wait, coming back to it though. Remember, I was gonna say about this. They have a weird history, Crunchyroll and Funimation, because they worked with each other. All of a sudden, Funimation pulled away from Crunchyroll. Then now Funimation owns Crunchyroll.
Well, when did Sony buy Funimation?
I don't know. I'm gonna guess.
Because maybe
2014.
Maybe Sony did something. Maybe they ruined Funimation.
No, I don't. No, listen to this. This is the beautiful part. Sony actually doesn't interfere as much with Funimation as you think. It's the people there that's been there for such a long time that they ruin their own goddamn company.
Wow.
Because Sony, they come in and out, but they don't. You know that whole thing with the Vic stuff? They don't have any knowledge of it. They had one person do an investigation, and they had no knowledge of the whole thing. So, I don't know.
Once Funimation took away the Funimation you should be watching, that's when everything just collapsed. Everything crumbled. When it comes back, then we'll know it's going to be good again. Watch.
That's true. I kind of just want to buy Funimation and Crunchyroll and just
fix it.
fix it. I mean, Crunchyroll. I don't know. I don't even think there's any big problems with Crunchyroll. I don't like I said. I don't use it.
Yeah, maybe it's because we don't use it.
Yeah, but Funimation. I from being a user for how long? I don't even know.
5,000 years.
And the way they act, I just don't like it. I just don't like it at all. But anyway, let's go to the next topic. I think we're gonna talk about
anime. Should the anime storyline break through the manga?
Yeah, basically.
Tell me your opinion.
Like when they create an anime, should it follow the manga 100% or should it just break away completely?
Is it fine if they do break?
Is
away?
it even fine? Yeah, and we've seen that with multiple animes.
Yeah.
And going back to the Funimation stuff, they could do that if they wanted to. I mean, they don't have that kind of power, but like whatever they license, I'm pretty sure they can like, have some influence on it. I'm not 100% sure though.
Let's get some references. One anime that has done this before. Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul. What happened? Because first it broke through. It broke from the manga storyline. But it was good. Like the anime was good.
Wasn't it the first season from the manga?
Yeah, but then
they broke away from the second season.
Yeah, but then that from what I was watching, I still liked it. I didn't even know they broke through from it. But then their third season, they said, let's go back to the manga. And then they just messed everything up because it didn't match. But nobody knew what was going on unless you read the manga.
Yeah, like, think about how good Tokyo Ghoul could have been.
Right?
Like, think about that. It would have been...
Like, it had... it still makes me angry.
Right. It's ridiculous. Like, it could have been one of those shows where, like, oh, you have to watch Tokyo Ghoul.
So wouldn't it have been the best choice to continue breaking from the manga, or would it have been better if they just followed the manga from the beginning?
I think they should have followed the manga from the beginning, because if you think about season 3, the way we don't know some of the shit is because we never seen the actual season 2 manga adaptation, which is crazy to think about. Like, and I wonder, whoever has read the manga and watched the anime, just give us your opinion, comment, on YouTube, or send us an Anchor message or whatever on Twitter, Instagram. Let us know, because I'm kind of interested. The thing is about me, I'm not going to go read the manga. I'm too lazy.
I would. I just don't know where.
Yeah. But I feel like when it comes to the manga adaptation, I hate the idea of there's just 4 different versions. I hate that they're like, oh, this is the original version, the manga, but then they did this to the anime, but then they did this to the anime, and there's 4 different kinds of story. I don't like that. I like it from coming from one area.
Yeah, from one source, because if you just add a bunch of different, ideas, it's going to get mixed up and nobody's going to know.
Yeah, and then everyone's going to be like, yeah, I love Tokyo Ghoul because of this and that and that. It's like, but did you know that they actually did this and this and that?
Yeah, but...
And it's like, well, that makes so much sense. Okay, and then there's another anime called Akame Ga Kill. Do you remember this one?
Yeah, I remember it.
They so this one was funny. First of all, there's some anime, there's some manga chapters they didn't even make it into anime. So then there was some stories that they just skipped them, or they shortened them out so small that it's like, come on, are you serious? Like, we kind of need to.
This is important information, guys.
This is important information. So, and then I think what happened was, the last 5 to 7 episodes is like, okay, F it, we're just gonna break away from the manga. And I think the reason why they did that is because they were so close to the manga, when it was being written or drawn or whatever, they couldn't keep up. And if they were to stop, they would lose money. I can give them that. That's all right. That makes sense. But once they did that, I did not like the way it went out from the end. I remember I had friends coming up to me and during school at that time, they're like, dude, what the hell are they doing to the anime? I didn't read this. The amount of people who say that, it's funny as hell to me, because it's true. They're like, I remember them doing that. I read the manga. The manga's so much better.
Stop messing with my mind. I know it's supposed to be like this.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't even make sense. It's not even better. How are they gonna mess with it?
Yeah,
a lot of people are like that. Until this day, they keep saying Naruto Shippuden or Naruto is better on the manga, and it's not because they messed with the story. It's because of the amount of fillers and the amount of dragging on.
Yeah, there's probably detail they missed.
Yeah, but they always say, but when it comes to the fight scenes on Naruto for anime, it does very well.
Fight scenes are the best.
They do very well with it. And like I said, the fillers with Naruto, I've said this multiple times, I don't have a problem with them. I actually like the fillers in Naruto, but the issue would be is it makes the anime longer if you're watching it a weekly basis. you know. Um, so yeah, with animes, is it like a really good idea? Because now we're hearing about Promise Neverland.
Right.
I'm hearing something about how they're breaking away.
Yeah, they're doing that.
You can confirm that? Like you said.
That's what I read.
Okay, yeah.
I read that somewhere. Maybe it was like false or something, but
yeah.
To think that that would happen, I hope they don't. I kind of hope they don't, because from what we've seen already, like the animes that have done that, they lost what they had. They lost all the potential and the energy that everybody had for them. And it's like, how are you gonna be an anime following a storyline but then suddenly break off? You can't do that because it's not your story to mess with.
You know what? I'm just remembering this. They did this with Full Metal Alchemist. The first
the first Full Metal.
Listen, I watched the first one. I didn't have a problem with it, but then when I saw Brotherhood, I'm like, Brotherhood is the way it should have ended. I was like, Brotherhood is so much better. Because
Brotherhood's the manga version, right?
It's the manga version.
Because that's the right version. Like, you can't just... Yeah. What if Willy Wonka never had a chocolate factory? You can't do that. That's in the book. You can't mess with that because there's a factory. The whole storyline is based off him and his factory. You can't take that away because you're missing a huge key point in the story, you know?
Right. And then I was thinking about something real quick right now. It's like, think about it. When they do a Netflix anime adaptation, or they do a live action of an anime, and they don't follow the source and they make up their own bullshit, isn't that so stupid?
This is why everybody hates live action.
Live action is it's like forbidden. Like, they should never do it. But like, think about when they actually do it. They don't follow at all the source of the manga. Like, you give it to, you're like, okay, well, it makes sense if they don't follow it because they can't put the whole goddamn thing in the movie. But they don't even follow the aspects of it. You know, like, look at Death Note. I can never.
Don't remind me of that tragedy. I don't want to get reminded no more.
Death Note is
Every time I think of it, I get migraines. I'm in pain.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, like they shouldn't mess with something unless they have a legitimate good reasoning for it, like a good story that they have in mind, cuz it will just ruin the show. Imagine we're watching Promise Neverland, and then season 3, if they have a season 3, they're like, "Oh, we're going back to the manga." I'm going to shoot myself. I'm literally
Don't make us kill ourselves.
Right. And like I said, maybe sometimes it's actually better that they don't follow that anime edited version. I mean, that manga version of it. But I don't know. There's already so many examples. It's like, just follow the manga. Just follow it. And actually, you know what? Let's pretend if the manga is a train wreck. I would love to see that train wreck because I don't want them to.
Because
you're following what that guy created. You want to see this guy's train wreck, and you could be like, "Oh, well, that was shit," you know.
I wonder if Fairy Tail went by the manga, or if whatever they did in the end of the last season was their own idea.
I don't know.
I kind of want to read it.
I'm interested now.
I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna see.
I want to hear feedback on that because I dislike that season.
That season was a disappointment.
I can't recommend anyone Fairy Tail anymore. It was already hard enough to recommend
Watch
Fairy Tail.
all the seasons except for the last season.
Which doesn't make sense. Like, okay, well, I want to see it end, even if it's a bad ending. Like, you're like, okay, yeah, you can go check it out. You know what bugs me about Fairy Tail? There wasn't a big fight scene. There was a build up, and there was no big fight scene.
But it was kind of. Oh wait, I can't say it.
It wasn't good.
I can't say it.
I know, but lost our Fairy Tail. Don't ever bring up it. I just lose my shit.
You had something, and you took it away.
Oh, with Fairy Tail, I remember. Okay, so like, let's say when they make the fillers, because they do catch up to the manga, they still incorporate that fillers into the story. Oh my gosh!
I just remembered one of their fillers.
The doll.
Yeah. I hated it.
There was a filler arc, ladies and gentlemen, for Fairy Tail, and it was.
We can talk about it because it's filler.
So there was a filler arc with Lucy, and she had like a friend that was like a doll, and then
it was her childhood like doll, and she had it, and then she found it again later when she was going back home, and like she was looking through stuff, and she found it.
But the doll's jealous.
The doll is human or something.
You know what? And then, but they still incorporated it into the anime too. Like, they were like, oh, remember that time we did this? And then they're like, because of that, that's the reason why this whole thing is happening. Like, no.
You can't mention filler characters, bro, or filler events.
That's the funny thing is because when they create filler characters, you're like, okay, well, they aren't.
They're not supposed to exist.
They're not supposed to
or
exist.
To be even mentioned.
Like, it's funny when they do that, but they still do it in the anime. I know in Naruto there was a filler arc in Shippuden, Naruto Shippuden.
The bubble guy, right?
The bubble guy.
The one with one of the sheik.
Oh yeah, because they had one of the Jinchuriki ones.
Yeah, that.
And it was the, like I said, guys, it's a filler, so like it doesn't matter. But it was like this kid who has like a demon inside of him, and the idea was like a certain group was supposed to capture him. Okay, see, you know what? Actually, that's not a bad idea.
How is that a filler though?
No,
because he's one of the Jinchuriki.
He is, but the thing is, they made a whole story about it. That's what I was gonna say about, like, see, that wasn't actually a bad idea. Like, but like you could still skip it. It's so skippable.
Yeah.
It's not like the craziest arc to watch. It's not even like, it's like okay, but it's skippable. But they took that story that was already in the show and they just added more to it. That's all they did, which isn't bad. So like they weren't gonna go back to it. They weren't gonna be like, oh yeah, remember this happened in this when we captured that. Sometimes they do. Like some shows they do that, but Naruto, I don't remember particularly that they went back to it. But still, like it's not a bad idea to do it. Just don't change the whole goddamn show right after that filler. You know, don't, because then the whole show is just filler. The whole show is just different. You know, I don't like the idea of them at all changing the manga. I do want to see that train wreck, and I'm wondering, did we have another anime like that were like so?
I don't think there was that had such a big impact on us that like Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, because those are the ones that were.
Those are the really like, but there probably I think there was. I feel like you remember Blue Exorcist.
Oh my God, Blue Exorcist! No, you're right, Blue Exorcist.
Yeah,
damn it!
They broke from the manga, and it was kind of confusing because I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
and I was like, did they really do it?
You reminded me that. I remember, like, dude, that pissed me off. They didn't follow the source, and then they changed it.
I'm still confused on what happened in that show.
I don't know what happened. Because then when they did the first season, it was like a different thing. It was like everything
it was
about
totally different.
And then when they did the second season, it's like, oh,
it was like
they cut something. Like, okay, so like that's the last. I think it was like the last 6-7 episodes. It was totally different. So like when they went to season 2, they stopped at that point. So when they showed the flashbacks, but then it was like still the character did something to the other character differently than they did in the recent season. So I'm like, why? Why would you do that? Like,
where I still don't understand what.
We should rewatch.
It was
that.
like, yeah, we should, because it was like Tokyo Ghoul where we got all confused, like we didn't know what was going on.
Why did it? You know what irritates me? Like to think about that, because these are good anime. Blue Exorcist.
Blue Exorcist.
Tokyo Ghoul.
I love Blue Exorcist. The beginning.
Akame Ga Kill could have been really well done. By the way, Akame Ga Kill was a harem, if you think about it.
Yeah, didn't all the girls like him or something?
Yeah, it was
they were like obsessed with him.
All the girls liked him. Yeah.
The one guy.
Wasn't it what? Yeah, one guy was into him too. Yeah. Those are so funny to me. It's like, okay, so all the characters love this one character,
man. But he's kind of useless. I don't know why they like him.
No. I remember he wasn't. Okay, yeah, there were some that were
like
powerful.
There wasn't any, like he had skill, but it wasn't like so much that everybody's like, wow, he's amazing.
Trying to think, is there? Shit, that's a harem? Because I don't. I think the slime show.
Isn't no, that wasn't. But that was a weird. It was still a good show. Kill la Kill. It wasn't.
Oh no.
No, but it was. No. I just every time I think about Akame Ga Kill, because it has kill, I think of Kill la Kill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like that show though.
Every time I think about Rukia from Bleach, I keep forgetting that, like, because I use that name.
Rukia's. Yeah.
And I pretend, and I always remember, and I think, when I hear Rukia, when I say Rukia, I think of the girl from Kill la Kill.
Yeah.
Which I keep forgetting her name. What's her? Do you know her name?
Ryuka or something. I don't know. Yeah, probably. I forgot.
That's what I'm saying. Every time I think, I'm like, why do it's not making sense.
I like that girl though from Kill la Kill, the bowl cut girl.
Remember, the funny girl.
Yeah, she was so funny.
Kill la Kill was not a bad anime. I just didn't like the whole. I didn't like the whole, like, everyone was. But
Yeah,
it's
that
part
was
of the show. I get
yeah.
it. That
It
one
was like a perverted anime.
But imagine
Jeez,
they
the
banned
concept.
that.
Oh my gosh.
Right. And she was a badass.
No, she was.
Yeah, she was.
She was strong.
Yeah,
That
except
was
the what she was wearing. But I
still
guess
no.
that was. I mean, from you when you see stuff like that, like okay, I'm not. I don't like the fan servicey stuff, but like. You put credit where credit is due because that was part of the freaking story. So like I understand
Yeah,
that,
it was
but
part
it's
of
not.
it.
It's not part of the story when Lucy falls down and all of a sudden she's naked,
Yeah.
or Fire Force when that girl.
Oh, that one, the clumsy girl.
The clumsy
that was
girl
just-
where she's like,
She
I was cooking.
Okay, I get it that she's clumsy, but all the things she does that make her clumsy it involves something like perverted. Like it has to be something fan service. Like she could fall on her face, but no, she has to do something extra, or like something extra has to be like included.
You gotta put in perspective. When they do that, it's because there is I guess there's something for it. Like there are some people who want that.
Yeah, no.
And it's like that's fine. I'm not trying to change the ways
called
of
fan
it.
service for a
If
reason.
you're the creator of a show and you created what you created, bad or good, whatever I think, it's my opinion and my opinion only. And I like it's not for me for like to like oh you gotta change this and that. It's up to you. Like Fairy Tail was garbage, but if that's how the creator did it, that's how the creator did it. If Tokyo Ghoul, like I'm saying, Tokyo Ghoul, if that they never did those seasons and it was bad, I was like that's how they did it. That's how they did it. You know, like I'm not going to.
Yeah, it happened, but we're just talking about.
Yeah, it's our
future
opinion. We just think it's garbage.
Like
Yeah.
future reference, like maybe don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Like I'm like if I ever were to create an anime, I'm going to make it how I think is best. And that's how these creators think, and that's why they think it's best. Maybe it's garbage, maybe it's not.
Maybe in their eyes, it was the best they could do.
And that's what I'm saying. Like this idea of anyone changing it, I don't like that idea because this is if you want to change the way of how it is with anime, with fan service and all this shit, you change it with your own anime. Yeah. You don't go out there and start banning shit. I don't like any of that. I don't like any of that.
I just realized My Hero Academia barely has fan service in it.
Which is good.
Barely. Like I was like I'm surprised. Usually in anime it's usually
Attack
consistent.
on Titan, I don't remember much of fan service in it.
Oh yeah, but that's more like a serious anime.
But
usually animes with more like comedic, like comical, like scenes.
No, I get you.
Yeah, they usually have some.
That's your
considered
point is because
funny.
it's like such a like comedic.
Yeah, it's considered funny, you know.
Right.
Because Kill la Kill, it was comedy.
Yeah,
Kill la Kill was
that's
comedy.
True. That's true, and it did work well. I think Naruto had his fan service too, but it was like I said, it was comedic.
Yeah.
It wasn't in like. There was one moment, but I let him pass with it because that shit was the funniest thing ever. But like they don't really do fan service during like a serious moment. I think that's another thing is with some animes is like when there's a funny part, they do it at the wrong time sometimes. Yeah. Which is like, okay, you want the audience to believe this is a serious thing, but to have that goofy moment in it, it helps and it doesn't help.
remember.
Fairy Tail has a lot of goofy moments in serious situations. And I can't say if I like it or didn't like it. I have to go back and rewatch it.
Fairy Tail it's like Black Clover. Like they have a lot of comical.
Much. Yeah, but it's too much. Like I said, going back to what I said, they can do what they want. But I'm just saying, for my taste, I don't mind it. I don't mind it sometimes. Like, but funny. Then you do put in perspective. It's like it does take you away from the situation. Because like when Asta gets loud, it's like okay, Asta, like, come on,
Asta,
you're
down.
going to die now. You're gonna, don't be that loud. But then you put it in perspective because Naruto did that shit too. But with Naruto, when they did it, it was a character development. Yeah. Because he was an annoying kid when he was young, so he would do that stupid shit. And he did that in Shippuden too sometimes. But then it just got to a point where it's like he doesn't do that. Right. You know? But he did. I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, he's the perfect. No. He did a comedic bit. I remember this one bit. I don't know if you remember. I remember. It was so funny.
Because it was in such a serious. We have a video of it on Instagram.
You know how that's how they get you though? Yeah, I think we do. But you know that's how they get you too. That's a smart way because if you do it in all the situations
it's like
where
unexpected.
Like when you do it in that one situation where it's like, oh, he did a funny ass like bit, and it's a serious thing. Yeah, like I'm okay with that. I just don't like the idea where Fairy Tail like every little thing they do where their whole goddamn people are gonna die and they're like, haha, Lucy just got naked.
Like, get out of my house, guys.
Right. So stupid.
What are you guys doing in my house for the 5th time today?
You're looking through my panties? Oh my
Gray,
god. So stupid.
Gray, why don't you have a shirt again?
Oh yeah. That's the best part is when Gray doesn't have a shirt and they point it out for the billionth time.
Jeez. Like, guys, come on. This is his personality.
At this point, it's like, okay, Gray has his shirt off. All right, shit.
He's just uncomfortable, guys. Come on.
Like how we're shitting on Fairy Tail. No, listen, Fairy Tail was good until the last season.
No, Fairy Tail's good. It's good when Lucy is it.
Right.
Just kidding. Lucy's cool.
At the end of the day, we always say they can do what they want because they're the creator. But if you want to change the world, you do your own anime, right?
Believe it.
Believe it. And
I'm not done yet. Push past your limits.
And with that, guys, I think we're going to end it because we've been babbling for such a long time. If you like we said before and after, we do have Instagram, we have a Twitter, and we have a TikTok, and it's Anime Talk is now. If you would like to follow, we have the same goofy ass profile picture. You're probably wondering who that is.
Oh yeah, we should recommend that. We barely talk about that. It's called Hinamatsuri, and the person is what's his name again?
I don't remember. Who cares?
Something.
We'll give an actual recommendation.
Yeah,
when we do, when
it's
we
funny.
Talk about
It's a comedy.
There is no season 2 for that, huh?
No.
Disappointing.
We watched that like two years ago. Can you believe that?
I think we watched it before we started the podcast, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, we're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Breaker.
We're on
all
TikTok.
those. Yeah, we've said that before.
Go follow my TikTok, guys.
We said that. Yeah,
and Twitter and my Instagram and my YouTube channel and my Anchor and my podcast and my bank account at.
Yeah, and leave feedback. We would appreciate it. Like or dislike our video. We would love to see what we said wrong or if we're not interesting.
It's okay if it's hate.
It's okay if it's hate.
It's okay if it's love. We probably won't get that. It's
we
okay
would not
if
get
it's
love.
nothing.
Yeah. Send us on Instagram, Twitter, whatever messages you can and you want. Anchor is fine as well. And we'll see you guys in another video or stream or whatever we do. I don't know what we're doing. Podcast.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we won't break the streak. And
we're gonna jinx ourselves.
We are jinxing ourselves. Yep. And with
don't
that,
expect us next week.
You guys do what you do, and we'll do what we do. And see you guys.